franchisee loan, all these parameters what we discussed, they should look into and then do sanction loan. I think these are not done properly. You know.
Yes, uh, unfortunately or incidentally, what you say is true, and I would not say in all the cases, but certainly in most of the cases. So the lenders, the bankers, the financial institutions, before lending money, are supposed to appraise the project thoroughly. Thoroughly meaning absolutely thoroughly. They have to look at the cash flow, they have to check the cash flow, they have to validate the cash flow, they have to validate all the assumptions that the company has used in making the cash flow, and only after ensuring that the cash flow of the project for which the company has approached the bank or the lender or the financial institution, only after convincing that that cash flow is realistic, that cash flow is good enough to service the debt, only then these lenders and the bankers and the financial institutions are supposed to sanction the loan to the borrowers, and not only sanction and disperse, but thereafter also they are supposed to be monitoring these companies continuously so as to ensure that their money is safe and secure. Unfortunately, sometimes for whatever reason, sometimes for genuine reasons, sometimes for the vested interest, lendings that happen, lendings that take place are having some extra considerations. In those cases, it is quite likely that the loans will become a bad loan or non-performing assets or distressed assets. Such companies, as per there's a new law for the benefit of all of you. There is a new law now in our country, and that law is known as Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. And as per this law, in brief, I can tell you, as per this law, that is Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016, if any company in this country fails to pay to its financial creditors or to its operational creditors, if company fails, then the creditor can file an application with the NCLT, that is National Company Law Tribunal, for initiation of insolvency resolution of that company. In that case, the once the application is admitted by the NCLT, the existing board of directors of that company will be suspended, and the management of this company will be given to someone who is known as insolvency resolution professional, and then the process starts actually. So that is how it is. I hope that answers your query.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, good, very good. Okay, so if there are no questions, then we can go to the group activity now. So friends, what we have uh, now a group activity, and this group activity we would be using for doing couple of things. Number one, you can within your groups, so you, like last time, everyone would be segregated into three groups. So within your group, number one, you will review whatever we have covered so far, and then you will also do the simulation decision 2, something that from the last session that we had. You can also do the simulation decision 2, and also calculate some ratios, and I will tell you what are those ratios that you will calculate. So you will have a time of about 40 minutes. In those 40 minutes you will do the simulation decision 2 and also calculate the ratios. Now these are the ratios, friends, that you have to calculate. So you have to calculate operating working capital divided by sales. I have explained as to where do you get these numbers from, and I'm sure all of you would be able to do it. So you will need to use the income statement and the balance sheet of our company, and you use those numbers. So if you go to the if you have the annual report, and if you go to page 170 to page 173, so from page 170 to page 173, you will find the income statement and the balance sheet of our company. So all these numbers you will pick up from there. So you will calculate operating working capital and current operating profit divided by sales. You will calculate the current ratio, same way as we have discussed. Return on capital, same way as we have discussed. Net gearing ratio, DSO. And you will also need to find out what would be the increase in cash by reducing the DSO by 1 day. So this is the group assignment that all of you have. So what I can do, I can now hand it over to Ian for him to take care of the groups and give you the further guidelines in this respect. So Ian, this is now over to you, please.
Thanks very much, Pramit. Really appreciate that.
Thank you.
From the last session, I think Dan's already